So they take Huskar.
Okay. Wow, that was I've seen some maybe Huskar picks. I did not expect it here.
Well, the norm of what we've seen here. A little bit of aggressive pressure from both sides as they're trying to be a bit more offensive with their bounty grabs. But Zayak tries to run in and snipe it under, but is not successful.
What is his pathing? And, I think he accidentally right-clicked back to the high ground instead of... Yeah, he accidentally right-clicked to the high ground there. That's what happened. And I think the Boots of Travel nerf change actually helped heroes like Bristle who don't really want to move around the map to be more potent against the split push. But we're seeing this really close there. Has those stick charges from the Huskar, but we see here a little bit of creep cutting as well from Resolution. So tons of creep cutting coming out. That's a lot of CS. A stacked small camp as well as an entire wave. Did split it with the Knicks though, in terms of the experience, but
mid lane,
happy about that.
Sonny in a bit of trouble. No one on the fight back, takes it right to him.
Again though,
and even though no one had tipped, he tipped Roger on his previous step, does it again to let him know, I know you're there. I know you're being cheeky, and he continues to stay there. At the same moment, we see the takedown of Resolution done by Miposhka. Continues to fire forward with the Thunderstrike. Very talented player. I'm excited to see him back in the battlefield and on a team like HellRaisers. They'll certainly have the opportunity to go against some of the best. And we see no one now. Roger's there, waiting for him to possibly come to the low ground, but now no one is just in a completely awkward spot, and Kasani will be there to finish him off. What would be their best course? Like, who do they have to get involved to make it happen?
I think it's Grimstroke Batrider.
Grimstroke Batrider.
Stand out, Nyx possibly to follow up. And the problem is Batrider's only level 4 bottom. The time dilation makes it so you pretty much never want to lane heads up, as you just see here. You prevent the sticky napalm stacks and the movement speed slow. Really well played from Nyx here, as well as Miposhka.
Obviously, it's been a hard and slow build-up, but, you know, we are at the point now Rezo does have a boots to travel and has his lasso ready to go. Zayach is on the prowl with his Vendetta ult. Oh, but he's been spotted! So Huskar tries to hit him with everything he's got, but that pure damage is not going to be good enough to finish off old Husk.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there's anybody in the remote vicinity to help him out, but...
Glimpse back mid lane. They're looking to go for no one here, but he is, yeah, a tough cookie to crack. Can they make it through the iron shell of this Bristleback? It's 5 members of HR here. They don't want to have bystander casualties in the burst fire.
Wow.
Woo, calculated from Kasani there.
How many stacks does he have on Huskar? 7 cool spray stacks. Still working on his timing. Batrider, because of the rough start, only has the boots of travel, no blink. As we see this kill on Zayak that then leads to killing Bristleback in the mid lane. Just the definition of out of position against Disruptor is
back in the game. We need to see that Arosh is about to go down, but look at Rezo. Chrono's there. Can they get inside and grab it? Kasani is so damn low. The flame break bump is there. It is going to be Nyx who picks up the Aegis. And now HellRaisers unleashing a fury onto Virtus Pro just outside the pit. Rezo wants to take it right to Kasani. He wants vengeance, but the armlet toggling. Courier? Nyx does get the finish as he finishes off solo on the other side, but no one ultimately does fall. He was so thirsty for that revenge kill. He just didn't get it.
Which is not only really good against mobile heroes like Batrider, but it's also very nice against Bristleback because he's forced to look at you for 2.5 seconds.
Very true, actually. Okay, here we go. Chrono's out. They finally spotted that pesky Rezo hiding within the trees, and they will get the finish.
Ugly. Maybe if Virtus Pro gets that second kill, it'll be about the same, but that looks pretty rough.
It is a rough set of odds, but I think that's almost too rough given the situation. I think Virtus Pro could certainly come back better than that. Well, as I say, that Rezo does get picked off again, but this one's certainly still not over. This isn't a commanding lead as the Wraith King now gets caught out a bit.
They're just chain feeding.
I'm just eating my words. Yeah. That's what's happening right now. They put the Wraith King in a box and make him take a knee, Brian. All right, well, those odds might be pretty dang good.
None of these timings align. It's very strange.
Are they waiting for him? He's just going bottom. Are they? They're going to try to make this work as a 4-man.
Down 9K.
Yeah, and you're going into a Chrono. You're going into a Stag Storm. I think even Virtus Pro are second guessing this, but they've already been caught. They've been spotted. The Chrono's there. They've locked down 3. The arrow follow-up. Oh my God, the Meteor Hammer. Good Lord. HR coming with full force right now. Looking to take Virtus Pro and slam them down. Get the hell out of here.
And it's not that hard to do that combo when you're up by 11,000 net worth. Overwhelming team fight from HR. Base siege with the Huskar. He has the Ags. Once again, does taunt, so we'll look forward to seeing that.
Okay, but I like this approach from Virtus Pro. They're holding the Radiant side high ground here. But just by the way that HR are moving, they seem to always know that they're around there. Actually, they're arrowing into the pit, thinking that Virtus Pro could be closer to that side, but still no easy catch yet. There it is. The call from Rezo. Moves in, gets the lasso pullback, trying to burst down this void if possible. They stummed in good, but they got him. They got him. And now, this is it.
Wait,
Virtus Pro
5 heroes?
moving in. Kasani in trouble. He's going to try to fight up with the Void Spirit now. Jump in Starstorm. It's nice to get the Rezo takedown, but this is Virtus Pro's time. Take the tier 1, backpedal, go for Roche. Does that sound like a good plan?
They made it 10% health or so they're just going to walk in and take it.
They're going to just go for the steal. And they're going to get it.
There you go. Is that really a steal, though? You know, they bought back for it, so they did invest. So he went for the group up early items into the split push catch items at this point in the game. Good transitioning item timings from Funnick, as we see no one posturing in the mid lane.
Zayach rolls through with Vendetta, spots out the nearby HR squad, all smoked up, and they quickly take out the Nyx assassin. In the meantime, Kasani was able to finish out that bottom tier 1, but they are chasing now for no one. Glimpse back.
Nice halberd.
Buyback from the Nyx. HR still kind of committed. There is the new taunt, pulling Bristleback forward, and then they're able to easily burst him down. And now he's going to be out over 70 seconds without a buyback. They spotted Rezo. Nyx leaps forward, but Rezo quickly blinks out the other side and makes a hasty retreat.
Let's see if they can manage to make another hold. They did win the one fight on the side of VP despite such a significant discrepancy in net worth, but now they have Aegis and Cheese on the side of HR as we get the setup into the arrow that we talked about in the draft.
Very nice.
Really well played there. 5-second arrow to follow up, and I really think Funnick's vision of this game with his items has been really good. Spirit Vessel to remove the Bristleback, Vlad's in order to secure Roshan, and then Yule's to secure these late game pickoffs that they really don't have much pickoff other than the Glimpse, which loses effectiveness once they start getting BKBs and
here we go again,
sitting in their base.
There it is. There's the arrow. There is the Huskar. And they get the Wraith King down. Now, of course, he does have the ultimate. Huskar trying to toggle it up. Goes in, you're right. Synced lassos together, fighting under that Static Storm, though. Starstorm, all the heavy pressure of the damage. They are able to burst down the Huskar and take away the Aegis, but the pullback of the Wraith King. He is out. Over a minute without a buyback. Rezo also forced to the sidelines. It is all on no one, but they are already going to raise the white flag. It's Virtus Pro going down and HR taking game number 1.
I just had faith in VP from the get-go, and I'm not going to lie, they looked really bad, and HR just looked way better.
Sniper here.
Okay, I'm not saying it's bad. I just haven't seen it. Sniper, let's go. It's no one. Let's be real. He probably is maybe the best sniper in the world.
Yeah, Lich is something I'm all about if I need to get back into some serious pub games. Just cast spells, don't die. And, you know, if you need to get an early headdress for your core, and all is well.
No one just walked his courier into Kasani, but he seems to be catching him out because of it. And I think that might have been an intentional jabait on that courier. That was so odd. He forced him to step just a bit forward to kill that courier, but it was like...
That was a 5-head play.
It was like dangling there. Like, it was really obvious that he could kill the courier. So effectively just doing it as a way to get farm, but maybe he'll turn it into a book 3 just because of the death pot or the excuse me, pot multi, as we see him get dove wanting to TP, but Roger on the case with
oh no, Zayat shows up and says I can feed a bit more if you'd like. Oh, but he gets Miposhka for the drops. I am the twofer. Never mind, Zayat. I was completely wrong there. He stands his ground and takes them both down.
Checking out the net worth, it is Slark atop the charts. We got Ricky having a good game as well, and I want to see if the sniper goes book 3 against the Riki plus the Mirana, as we see an early rotation to the mid lane with the Grimstroke, really enabling the Slark with that extra disabled. Misses the arrow, and down he goes.
But this is back-to-back takedowns on this DP. Funnick makes his own first rotation over, but do they have the catch? Jump in from
really
Riki.
important.
There it is. They will get the response kill taking down the Slark, and you're right. Feels like Virtus Pro would have just gotten away.
In terms of tower damage, they are poking it down, but Sniper with that shrapnel, long-range deep push. Mars TPing in.
They only got the tower to half of its life, even with that much time. And now suddenly Virtus Pro have help on the way. Nice arena, nice javelin in the wall, and Resolution makes quick work of Kasani's DP. And the rest of HellRaisers have to backpedal a bit.
It also reduces their magic resistance with the Maelstrom plus Shrapnel plus ult. So, wow. That's pretty much the best neutral item in Tier 2, I think, for Sniper.
And Ice Frog blesses him again.
Bottom.
Here we see Slark going to work onto the DP. Gonna jump in from the Riki. Tricks of the trade. Good damage. Nice swap back
in the cloud.
Beautiful job there from me.
Okay, that was hype. I was like, oh, I guess he's just going to get away. He's running out.
Nope. Denied. Top lane. Funnick, though, is going to be in trouble. Virtus Pro go on their own move now. Sidestep from Nyx. Now it could be HellRaisers on the assault. They've spotted no one. They take them out. That's a good penny going their way. Double kill from Nyx going across the map to get it done. And they're not done yet. Make it a triple.
This is what I was talking about. You lose one hero, you're losing everybody. Slardar finishes his blink farm in the top lane. Mars almost done with his. They are looking to catch him at this high ground invis Grimstroke, but he's a slippery little fish. Big fish.
Ricky's behind, though. Spots out the Mars. Catches him. Gets down half his life, but is forced to jump out the other side. But now the double Grimstroke is there. The Chain Frost goes out. There's two of them to fly. It's the full combo from Virtus Pro. It'll only cost them one, but they quickly fend off HellRaisers. And no one is going to get the Nyx 5 times kill streak, too.
The Tricks of the Trade lasts about 2/3 of the duration, and you still attack during the Tricks of the Trade. That's what I thought it worked that way, but yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I think the status resistance is really nice, and the evasion's not bad either. It doesn't
jump in. They see DP trying to defend right under the tower. Riki jumps as a follow-up, loses half of his life, but they are unsuccessful in trying to do anything about bailing out the Death Prophet. Except for that swap, it was very good. Keeps it alive.
No Aegis.
She's fighting from the outside, but as you mentioned, with taking out Slark and not having an extra life or anything, he's just dead.
For some reason, thought they took Roche. The pauses really throw me off sometimes, but yeah, he's just dead.
I also didn't even notice the immediate Houdini swap that happened in there. But Venge did bail out the DP in time. Oh, Riki,
nice play though. The preemptive Inkswell into the shield, or into the God's Rebuke, into the Inkswell stun, into the spear. That was cool. They just have no wave clear, really, no elusive split pusher on the side of HR, so their movements are really telegraphed. As you see VP chilling, waiting.
They are coming around a long corner. If they head up the hill right there, it'd be good.
The wraparound.
Oh, they have to really wrap around. Okay, good. That's a really great position here for HR. They're going to be on the high ground. Perfect jump in. Starstorm's going to happen. They blow up the Grimstroke.
The supports are so important. They might have to fight back.
They take out both supports. That is the Wombo combo out. But can they get the cores?
Sniper.
Buyback from Lich. Does he have anywhere to go to? Oh, they take out Death Prophet so damn fast. Follow up there. They are successful getting resolution. There goes the Chain Frost now, but it is not very effective with the Tricks of the Trade. Able to mitigate that bit of damage. Arrows out, but wow, what an immediate shrug off right there from the Slark.
He didn't get the dark back off. Okay. They were a bit slow on reacting to that, but even then, you only 16 armor against that Slardar amp with 13 armor, as well as the Wave of Terror with 6 armor.
Ooh. And I like the play from HR. They go right in for the Roche. They can certainly do it in good time. But VP around the corner want to do something about it. Nyx is able to grab up his own Aegis. Funnick will lose his life for being the bouncer of the pit. But the rest of HR, they're gone. And Pushka? Woo!
Wait, what? He got Sinister Gazed. From the fountain, and like he casted it. He casted the Sinister Gaze on the Venge. That spells doom for VP. So, very fragile game on both sides. Pins and needles. We are seeing Sniper siege the base. Use the network.
Oh, look at this. inside the base. A swap back bailout for Funnick to keep him alive. Miposhka will throw his life away to bail out the Slardar.
Slark ultimate was used.
He has to buy back, and VP quickly hightail it the hell out of there.
No one used 5-second arrow. Okay, they're not going to chase.
There's no way they're going to run in for that.
They immediately smoke. No Slark ultimates. Short cooldown to abuse, but it is 40 seconds. This hero cannot fight into you without that. Both teams smoked up. The tensions are high.
They head up high ground here where Virtus Pro are waiting. They've spotted him. There's the move in. They're waiting for the fall down the crush. Can they burst down the Mars and take him out of the fight in time? He's able to get off the spear and try to do a lot of damage onto the Riki, but the Riki survives. Funnick, not so lucky. Does get sniped down there at the end, and now Riki pops the Aegis. Meanwhile, they find no one, shove him into a corner, but he's able to force staff to the low ground, and he pops his BKB and TP's out from trouble. Meanwhile, Nyx on the chase.
Ulti coming off.
Looking to go for Slark. Slark, ulti is up, and that's when he decides to turn and fight. Tricks of the trade is there. They got the Yules. Can the silence come out? Yes. Can they burst him down with the arrow stun? But he's regenning up so damn much.
Who's killing who here?
It looks like they might get
him into the Grimstroke queue.
But the swap back means that Nyx is going to get sniped down.
Inside of HR.
They have to smoke. They have to run. They have to hustle. They have Moonlight Shadow.
They might make it in time.
It's close.
Here they come.
Can they get in? They're on the outside.
He's dead.
They get Ziyech down right away, but in the pit, it is going to be no one. Finishing off and grabbing up the Aegis. Kasani goes in, pops a BKB. No one heads over the cliff to the outside. That's where Nyx meets him. Jumps in. They go toe-to-toe, slashing it about. No one's still fine, but not for long. He will lose that Aegis. Now for round number 2. Funnick in a bit of trouble here as the Slark takes it to him. Rezo next to fall. That Soul Siphon sucking him away. Now it's going to be no one versus Kasani, and no one eating a lot of damage. Forced to space himself back, but he puts himself right into the arms of the Riki. Riki doesn't like it. No one's still good. Steps off, snipes him down, and most of HR go crumbling down. You know, top is going to be hindered for a bit. It's not like they can just easily farm it up. They'll always have to have someone like the Murano or DP present to help.
The big buff to MKB a while back is that it goes through BKB. So wins this Death Prophet BKB ults, and he's going to be shredded by this MKB on the sniper. Swap in.
Back. Yeah, they're going to go for Slark, but immediate Javelin takedown of that Vengeful Spirit. She does have buyback and decides to use it, but you know, it doesn't have the swap. Will be just working with a stun. Riki jumps back inside where it's safe. Just after the Grimstroke commits the ulti, so that is one ulti down.
Only 43-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's a really small cooldown though. Oh, jump in. There's Yules. BKB. Pops the Exorcism. Arena comes out. And the Slark is stuck on the outside. Then decides to approach in. No one. Cheese eaten now. I think that was a Cheese handoff from the Slark. And now they'll be able to turn their focus and blast down the DP. And with her having no buyback, they're just going to call the game. It's Virtus Pro who bring it back in game number 2. And Brian, we're going to game number 3.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on my predictions so far. What I expected from VP in the first game, they did not deliver. And what I failed to have faith in them to do this game, they did do.
Okay, so the TA versus Lesh matchup, I heard you can win it, but you have to land like the first stun, and if you don't, it becomes pretty annoying because you don't have a real easy way to harass her.
Has the buckler at the level 1, goes for the bracer plus the glove of haste first, going for treads. Resolution doing a good job bottom when off lane's been a little bit rough this patch for most heroes that aren't like the Centaurs as well as the
top
Mars.
lane. Potential trouble here. I think we saw our first blood. Funnick's able to secure it. Him and Roger get a lot of damage. All right, percent Agent Weaver here in the mid lane. Ziyech thinking about sweeping in from behind. We have 3 Virtus Pro members pulling focus here. Seeing if maybe they can catch this TA. Hey, how's it going? Here goes Ziyech, glimpse moving in, but as you said, the glimpse back onto no one means he has to go extra far to try to help out. The stun will find connection, and because of that, he could just edict burst down the rest of this TA. Makes it a worthy trade for VP, but have I spoken too soon? No, I have not.
Killing everybody.
Oh my good God. Funnick runs in, but gets blasted from behind with the assistance from the Oracle.
Yeah, Leshrac against TA, as long as you're not too scared to walk up on top of her, that edict shreds the refraction charges and thus shreds her.
A cute effort from the Disruptor
No dive
to
for
fend
10.
them off, but they are going to dive on the side of Virtus Pro for the bird and easily finish off Roger.
TA might die again.
No one's here. He's got a killing spree now. Not feeling as confident yet until Ziyech does step in.
TA?
Oh, and they turn it around. If they get the secondary takedown, that would feel great. But my God, with Funix stepping in, disarming, and dishing out the burst, they will exchange tips.
You have two cores that want to farm for at least 15 minutes, so Disruptor's effectively useless. Oracle might actually be able to live here in his own fountain, and he does. Not even close. Mid lane, meanwhile, just walking at the TA, as we're seeing once again. He's going to most likely go down. He's
really
trying to man
wants the
up,
tower,
and Melt Strike doing a lot of damage, but clearly not enough.
Yeah, certainly. But it is Solo, a veteran in his own right, and knows proper positioning, I'd imagine.
Bottom, he got netted. Oh my God, the permanent on Phoenix. Uses the ultimate to slice the extra
up the
attack
Phoenix.
speed.
That might be the call for a move here at the top. There's the glimpse back. They're trying to snipe down little Oracle. Jump in from Nyx. Makes it all but certain. And HR get a kill on the board. It feels like it's been a while. But a little bit of positivity shining their way.
That Troll's just so far, man. He has absolute free reign of the bottom half of the map.
And now Yule's on to Ricky.
Perfectly timed stun.
And the duel, they just make easy work.
Now what for HR? Are they going to try to take this fight? Time lapse is off the Disruptor.
Glimpse back.
Strike.
There's Rezo. No one nearby, but gets bumped from the egg. Oh, look at Weaver going to that egg. Wants to pop it and does it by himself. And then Sakuchi's out from potential trouble. If that's the solo job of the Weaver, that's a great job in its own right. Funix gonna go down and pay the price. No one on a killing spree. Virtus Pro, it is all them right now in game number 3. But maybe not giving enough attention or respect to Virtus Pro and what they're drafting.
I'm just glad one of these games went the way I envisioned it, because so far these teams have been quite back and forth. As we see a solo kill on the Weaver, that's a good start for Nyx.
You can't slither away from that one, little Weaver. Oh, jump in. Here we go. That's a dead bird.
Dual damage though.
Solo didn't want to go for the Fate Seedic snipe, or maybe didn't have the mana for it to help with the finish, but okay, nice bailout there from Solo with the false promise, but Lesh is eating so much damage. He does have the salve. Yeah, I was going to say the salve. Man, that salve gaming is so good on false promise.
Dude, that's huge. That's a good, I don't want to say good, that's the A-class, world-class tier Oracle play that Insania was talking about at the summit, where he's like, you're a noob as Oracle if you're not carrying at least one salve with you.
Certainly
but he's even ferrying another one.
I agree, and that's Exhibit A if I've ever seen it.
It's 800 health during the Oracle ulti, right?
Yep.
You can't get rid of it. Because you don't take damage, so you can't remove the heal.
Yeah,
and,
it's a guaranteed.
That's a game-winning salve.
Can Hearts dream?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I thought about that after I said it, but thanks for calling me out.
In Wizard of Oz, I'm sure it's true. They take down the tier 2, and the Ricky is soon to follow. With the Yule set up, there's really no chance. The egg is nearby, and then a rolling ball, but that egg cracks. That ball bounces out.
That's a free $15 on my $100 bet right there.
1 to 5.
I'm not actually betting, guys. I'm kidding.
Oh, mid lane, jump in, duel. Wow, Roger just got back. And we'll have to do another waiting session on the sidelines here. And
yeah, they do have the Deso TA, so maybe they can look to burst somebody. But Bloodstone on Lesh.
Let's see here. How much damage can you do to little Rezo? I'll give some Fate Seedic, even though it's not too much magic damage.
Oh, God. The panic ulti
Solo. Relax. Fate Seedic over there. False Promise over there. You gotta settle down.
It is on cooldown now, but I don't think they really care. Oracle's dead anyway. He didn't have his ult anyway. Let him go.
Yeah.
Might result in them backing off, though, because that's...
They got what they needed, but maybe they're getting greedy and want to make use out of the Aegis.
I like what
before it
ILTW
expires.
is doing. You want to retreat like this against Disruptor, because otherwise you get yanked away from your team too far.
Yeah, they're trying to walk
Oh,
it
the net,
back.
the net.
He's ready for the glimpse back. Decides to go toe-to-toe with Funnick. Is welcome to the good net, but eventually they do isolate the troll. Can they finish him off? He's getting off way too much damage for this first life of his ages, and he's able to mow down the TA. Are you serious now? Oh my God. Virtus Pro, I think they got this one in the bag and then some. Let's go ahead and just make the cherry on top as they take the TA2. She is out. That was her buyback, Brian. This one's over. This has got to be over soon, right? Yep,
I would
it's
say
over.
so. About 4 seconds.
Gosh.
I'm disappointed in HellRaisers after that Game 1 performance. I don't know if I'm more impressed with VP coming back after a shaky Game 1 or more disappointed about the HR. I think this draft, quite frankly, made absolutely no sense, and